A Southern California couple who lost their son to carbon monoxide poisoning is turning their pain into purpose to try and save other lives. They're pushing for a federal law requiring hotels and short-term rentals to install carbon monoxide monitors. Cassie Simeon has more on their mission to make a difference.
Johnny Heathco and his girlfriend Abby Lutz were supposed to be enjoying a long weekend in Mexico, but the couple, who had lived in Newport Beach, California, just didn't feel right.
He would call and say, "Dad, I'm really feeling lousy. I think we ate some bad food when we got here."
Chuck Heathco, Johnny's father, said his son and his son's girlfriend decided to go to the emergency room.
They probably spent 8 to 10 hours there. And because he was out of the room, he felt better. And so he came home or came back to the hotel, and he asked them for another night free because of what had happened. And they allowed him to stay one more night.
That night, Johnny and Abby went to sleep and never woke up. Their room filled with a silent killer.
My son did not survive. The carbon monoxide detectors were actually turned off because they were going off and annoying the guests.
Chuck and Jill Heathco launched a foundation in their son's name to educate others about the dangers of carbon monoxide exposure.
This is our way of carrying Johnny's legacy forward. I know he's up above being our cheerleader all the way. He would want us to be doing this. You know, fight mom, fight dad to save another life. That was Johnny, caring and passionate, and we still feel that now.
Carbon monoxide is an odorless gas produced by burning wood, oil, and other fuels. The Centers for Disease Control say more than 400 Americans die each year from carbon monoxide poisoning. 2 years ago, when Johnny Heathco died, only 14 states in the District of Columbia required carbon monoxide detectors in hotel rooms.
If this even saves one life, I think it's worth doing.
Representative Mike Levin, the Heathco's congressman, introduced the Stay Safe Act. It would create a federal requirement for hotels and short-term rentals like those on Airbnb to have CO monitors.
The cost to the hotels is really de minimis. In the greater scheme, it's not cost prohibitive. Might be $50 to install one of these detectors, and if you had a hotel of 200 rooms and it's $50 a room, we're talking about a $10,000 investment. And I really haven't had anybody, come up with a good reason not to do this other than that cost.
This is the fourth time the Stay Safe Act has been introduced, but has yet to be passed into law. The bill is co-sponsored by Minnesota Congresswoman Angie Craig, but Levin says they're hoping to get some Republicans on board to finally get this bill across the finish line. In Washington, Cassie Simeon, Spectrum News.